Good morning. Super busy day today. I'm headed out early. It's like 7:30. I'm trying to get a jump start on all of it. Honestly, my best advice for busy days is to just keep moving. I think when I was younger, I used to get overwhelmed pretty quickly, especially when I had a lot on my plate. But if you're in a constant state of motion, it almost becomes subconscious in terms of how your body responds to certain situations. I think another success principle that probably sounds like painfully, stupidly obvious is like when you are, especially when you're getting started, right? You're young in your career, this especially applies. The word no should not be in your vocabulary. Within reason, every single opportunity is a chance to advance yourself. Every single meeting, every single connection point, every single event, be open to all of these different experiences that could add up to something. I mean, I'll be honest with you, these last couple months, going out on my own, starting my own business, being a content creator, having this next phase of my career here in New York City, I'm doing a lot. I'm not always sure what the outcome of a certain course of action is going to be, but it's always surprised me. And it will surprise you the way certain events, certain connections connect in interesting ways into net new opportunities. You have to put shots on goal. You have to be on the court. Do not just, pick your ball up and go home just because you can't see the direct ROI of something. Stay out here, stay active, and things will happen. It's the law of the universe. Something I've had a bit of a change of philosophy on recently is I truly don't think there's any such thing as wasted time when it comes to professional stuff. So if you go to some networking event or you have some job that doesn't work out, you have a career path, an industry that doesn't work out, that music's probably going to be a problem. Give me a second. If you go to a marketing event or a networking event that you may not think is that valuable, or you have a job, you have a whole career path that doesn't really work out. I've seen this time and time again, especially in my own personal experience, and that stuff always comes back. That one number you exchanged, that one LinkedIn message you sent, right? That one person you ran into on the way out, that's happened. Literally, I mean, the way I spoke at the UN is that I had another speech. I was literally leaving the venue from another public talk I had done. Didn't get really anyone's name or contact, thought it was a waste of time. And literally I was sitting on the street corner waiting to hail a cab. And someone walked up to me and said, "Hey, I was in that event. I loved your speech. Oh, by the way, I speak at the UN, and I think you have something to say to that audience." And then connections made, and that whole thing happened, right? Off of the fact that I was just sitting on a street corner waiting for a cab. Keep shooting shots. Stay out here. As long as you see some evidence that the ball is moving down the court in your favor, you have no reason to stop. So I'm at this launch event for teen accounts launching on Instagram, and it's honestly making me think a lot. I know Isaiah is literally 3.5 months old, but I don't know, the world he's going to be going into, where social media is at, where technology's at, it's gonna be crazy. And how do you effectively navigate that as a parent, especially someone like me? I'm online all the time, right? And so do I look like a giant hypocrite trying to restrict the access of social media to my kid when, I'm posting 6 to 10 pieces of content every single day across platforms, right? Meta's offices are sick. I'm not gonna lie, this is making me a little jealous of my, my corporate, my big tech brothers and sisters. You guys are eating, entrepreneurship is fun and all, but my current coworker is a 3.5-month-old. I got a home office. So there are definitely pros and cons to both sides. Just finished up the Meta event. It was amazing, incredible. Saw Jessica Alba, learned all this stuff about Instagram, met some really amazing people. Now I'm looking at my phone because I've got to be on a podcast in 20 minutes, and I need to find somewhere to record a podcast. Wish me luck. This is my podcast studio setup for today, so wish me luck. Hopefully I can bring the insights from outside of this bluestone lane. So I just finished recording this podcast, which, by the way, I hope it friggin' uploads. I'll show you this. This This stresses me out. So I hope that finishes. But anyways, the host basically asked what I was building towards next. What's the next big thing for me for the next 3 to 6 months? And I realized I didn't really have an answer, but what I said was my next thing, at least what I'm working on for the next couple months, is figuring out what that next thing is going to be. In the next couple months, I want to really have an honest conversation with myself and figure out if I'm going to call myself an entrepreneur, a business owner, right, self-employed. What could I actually create? What could I actually do? I can help people. I can help organizations. I can help businesses, right? And so I have no idea what that could be. I've got a couple ideas, but I haven't settled on one just yet. But just so you know, that is the goal. The goal for me over the next couple of months is to figure out what the big goal is actually going to be. This is my first time in the subway since like May, and I don't miss it. Now I'm in Brooklyn. I don't go to Brooklyn that often, to be honest with you, but I'm here because a good friend of mine that I've met at a networking event wanted to meet up, and I had the time. So here I am, right? I'm not overthinking it. Somebody wants to meet with me. I've got the time. I like them. Here I am. I don't complicate shit. So, fun fact, we're actually very close to the area that I proposed to my wife to, here in Pebble Beach.